it's time to dish with D. That's me. I feel like I shout because people say they can't hear me. And I think when I hold my phone versus putting it in the stand, for some reason the speakers or the volume or the microphone, that's what I'm looking for, yeah, messes up. I think that's what it is. I notice when I have it in here, it's fine. And in my little tripod, it's fine. But when I hold it in vlog, yeah. Don't know why that is. And I apologize. So if I feel like you hear me shouting, that's because I keep forgetting that it's fine in here. So yeah, find out why it does it. I mean, I know what method does it. And I'm not quite sure why that happens, but that's why. So I apologize. If sometimes my sound is a little bit low, I am pretty sure that's why. I think when I'm holding it, I don't think I cover the microphone. I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not quite sure why that does. I think and it's funny. And when I hold it straight, sometimes it flips the camera. Like it doesn't look that way to me, but when I look at the video is a different direction. Like I know I did hold it that way. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't hold the phone anymore and just use a tripod. So I'm a work in progress. Remember, I am not a Cecil B. DeMille. I am a dish with D. I eat and I vlog about it. So that is where I'm at. Okay. I am back. Lieutenant, Sergeant, Corporal, I don't know what to call myself, but the leader of this revolt against the holidays. I should say, not the holidays, the holiday eating. Ooh. Well, today we're just gonna recap everything that we said, because I think I've pretty much covered everything, and I don't want to like keep beating the same drum all the time, because I feel like you're watching the same video and I don't want that to be like that. So all right, we're gonna recap. Where's my keep on the shades? Our party strategy for the holidays. Don't go to the party hungry. Eat 0-point foods prior. Make sure we limit our adult beverages, or if we're not gonna limit our adult beverages, we accept that fact. And always have a bottle of water with us. And don't let people guilt us into eating. They are the big points that I want to make, because they're the ones that I struggle with. I think they're the most common ones. I had a lot of interesting comments about the guilting into eating. Yep, people will guilt you into eating. Yeah, and you allowed it. You know, I allowed it. I allowed them to make me feel bad, or make me question. You know, oh yeah, they're right. I don't eat. You know, maybe I should go back. You know, because it is a holiday party, and people will say that. Well, it's the holidays. It's the holidays. Well, yeah, it is the holidays, but you don't need to kill all the hard work you've done. And sometimes it's just that. It's that little bit extra that you allow, that you loosen the reins on, and you just go nuts. Because I know a lot of people that have problems after Thanksgiving because they said, you know what, it's Thanksgiving, I'm not going to track. I get that. Trust me, I get that. But sometimes our minds and our stomachs have a mind of their own. Yeah, mind has a mind of its own. That's an interesting thing. But yes, and you get into that, my coach always calls it stinking thinking, because you get into there, and you know what, part of you know, I hold a lot of memories with food. I hold a lot of comfort with food. I mean, it's part of, I feel who I am. You know, I'm Italian. Everything we based in my life, monumental things that happened, and events and things, all revolved around food. They did, and they still do. So food is that's why I'm trying to, you know, create a balance, because food is always going to be there. I am not going to go somewhere and say, well, I'm not going to eat it. You just don't need to eat it. Well, yeah, you know what? You do. You just have to find a way to eat less of it, you know, and have a better relationship. Like I said, I don't want to go from overeating to looking at food and go, no, I don't want to look at it in a negative way. It's food. Like, I think the vlog was simply nourished living. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I was reading, sometimes I go through things and look for different things, and I stumbled upon a recipe of hers, I think, and I was reading her blog, and in her blog, she was a little negative against WW. Well, not really negative, but just had something interesting to say, and it really hit home when she said it. She said, the problem with Weight Watchers is you don't deal with food, you deal with points. So you're not really dealing with the food. Like, you're giving it a point, you're not giving it, you know what I'm saying, what it deserves. You're pointing it, and it's food. You know, it's nutrition, and you're giving it a number, and if it's a negative number, you're not going to eat it. when it's just food. And like, don't look at food as a point. It's food. You know, like, oh, I'm not going to have milk because it's too high in points. But it's milk, it's dairy, it's important for our bodies. We need to have dairy. We need to have calcium, especially women. You know, so as much as like, oh, that's 4 points and this is 8 points, but what is it really? It's food. It's not, you know, you put it in a different kind of a category. So I'm trying to not feel so negative when it comes to things like cheese and milk, because I always, oh, I'm not eating that cheese, that's too many points, and I'm not going to taste it. Well, it's just true. There's too many points in some cheese, and sometimes you don't taste it in the sandwich, so why even put it in there? But there is benefits of a piece of cheese. I mean, there's calcium in that cheese, so there's, you know, I have to look at it more than points. So I'm trying. So yeah, so this, you think Dish with D is done because she's at goal? She's so not. It's just the beginning. I'm at a beginning of a whole new chapter, and you guys get to see it and see it evolve, and hopefully learn from my mistakes, because Lord isn't going to make them. But yeah, so I'm trying to sit there and balance food and balance the holidays and balance treats, because as much as I know, I had this overeating issue, which I thank you for helping me figure out, because vlogging on here, like I said to somebody, I said, you know, I learned a lot about myself with my channel, because I learned I never admitted that I was an overeater. Never. Nope. The history of my life, as Rocky said, I never ever thought I ate too much. I used to think that I just didn't have enough movement, which I go. Lee Cardinal pays attention. You heard me say this 9 times. So yeah, I went from, I don't want to go from overeating to undereating. I don't want to ever be afraid to put that thing in my mouth. Like, go, that food. That food. Because like, I don't want to look at it as an always negative. You know, like, I'm just trying to it's a lot to do at once. You're sitting there, you know, losing weight, trying to maintain weight, and then trying to have a relationship with food that's better than it was. That's all. It's a lot, and I figure it's just easy to do it together, and I don't want to look at like, oh, that's, you know, oh yeah, I don't know. Anybody help me with that? What is your relationship with food? Do you feel you have a better relationship with food? Do you have a bad relationship with food? What is your relationship with food? I mean, like I said, I'm trying, because I feel you can either, I don't want to go from, you know, A to B. I want to have A, B. Well, no, I don't want to go from point 1 to point 5. I want to go to point 3. I want to be in the middle. I don't want to be afraid. Like, and avoid parties, avoid dinners, avoid going out, avoid going here or going there, because there's going to be something there that I won't be able to have. Or I'm afraid if I go around it, then I'm going to go crazy. I mean, last night I was at a it was an Advent prayer service, and they had cookies afterwards. I wasn't staying because I had to go Christmas shopping, because this was days way behind. What else is new? But I thought to myself, I hope they don't think I'm avoiding it because of the cookies, because that wasn't it. So I went and I said hello to a couple people, and I grabbed a cookie, because it was a cookie, and it was a pinoli cookie. So if you're Italian like me, you know they're all that a bag of chips. So I took a pinoli cookie on my way out, and I shared it with my husband. So I only had half, and it was a small one, because I had bigger ones. I grabbed the smallest cookie, and half of it, and I gave it to him. So I felt that was a huge win, you know, a huge win. I could sit there and look at them, and oh, no, I can't. You know what? But it's life, and life is going to throw you a cookie, and it's not sit there and walk away. You think you've won. Well, I didn't have any, so I win. Well, no, you didn't, because I won, because I only had one. To me, that's the win. To have none, to me, wouldn't be the win. That would be the defeat, because I felt I couldn't have one. I want to feel that I can have one. And granted, some days, maybe if I'd stood around and didn't go shopping, maybe I wouldn't have stopped at one. Maybe not. I don't know. We won't know, because I didn't stay. I had to leave. But to stand there and not have the cookie, because, you know, I am not going to avoid a cookie because I'm on WW. That's just not going to be me. And here's the bottom line. If I got to sit there and say, well, I can't have that cookie, then what have I done to myself? I don't know. I've put myself in some kind of a box, and that's an unhappy box for Dish with D. If I can't have one stinking cookie when I'm out, then just kill me, because that's not living to me. That's existing, and this weight loss isn't worth it if I can't have one stinking cookie. So that's where I'm at. I am trying to balance everything, which I don't know. That's why I took the 10-pound doctor's note. That is why I knew that I could never I don't want to, like I said, my goal, when people, oh, my goal was never to be a goal. My goal was not to be a goal. That's a real weird thing. And it wasn't. And now I don't know what to do. I am what you call really confused, because this was a place I never planned to be. Some people, that's what their goal is, to lose, to get to goal. It wasn't my goal. My goal was just to be healthier, get that 50 pounds off, live. You know, I needed to get weight off to survive. If I didn't, I would have been dead. So my whole, you know, so this vlog really took a dark turn. Why are we all the way back here? You could pull up a little bit forward. We're pulling a half a block away from the bus. I'm seriously. What aggravates me about buses, and I don't mean to be negative all the time, but you know, if you got a bus coming to pick up your child, you really should be waiting for the bus, not the bus waiting for you, because we have to wait for the bus. I really don't think that that's fair, that I have to wait because you didn't get your, never mind. Yeah, I'm trying to be less judgmental. Remember, I did say that. It's not working, is it? But yeah, I'm just trying to have a good balance. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it works. But yes, remember the tips for your holidays. That's, you know, Dish with D's. That's her plan of attack. 0 point foods. Eating before you go. Do not go to that party hungry. Yes, if you want to have 1 adult or 2 adult beverages, please fit the points in for that if that's what you enjoy, because life is short and 2 beverages are not going to break your point bank. They really aren't. If you bank the points for them, girlfriend, boyfriend, you deserve them and enjoy them. And toast Dish with D when you have yeah, you know, because you know, yeah, and don't eat till you get sick. Yeah, lesson learned from me. I will not eat this weekend to get sick. That's for sure. But I hope you do enjoy your parties, because that's what it's about. It's about having fun. These happen only once a year. Hopefully, once a year. So enjoy them. Be mindful. Enjoy the people you're with. Enjoy the food that you're eating. Enjoy the drink that you're drinking. Savor every bite. Savor every swallow. Because it's life. It's food. All right, I have talked on longer than I wanted to. Try to keep these under 15 minutes so I can upload them on Connect, because Connect would be 15 minutes or less. So I'm going to end this. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already, click that the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Tell Dish with D what your dilemma is, and we'll see if we can fix it. Thank you. Have a great day.